What is the cause of malice?
Malice. I'm defining malice as wishing bad luck and creating negative experiences for people from a place of wishing to harm them. Really, the cause of malice, I believe, is the same as pretty much everything, which is people just don't know who they really are and what life really is. Then they become identified with certain outcomes or become identified with being seen a certain way. And when life doesn't give that, because it's certainly not obliged to, then we react. And if our ego has been hurt, or if we've been deeply disappointed, then we want revenge. Then we want to punish. Then we want to teach the other, or life, that it's just not on to treat me that way. And so we have malice aforethought. We create evil intent. With evil intent we create things to hurt people. And it's a sad place to be. It's a very lonely place to be. You can't really share when you're in a place of being filled with malice. You can't really share it. In the immediate moment, it satisfies something, but afterwards leaves a very bad taste, and then can also then create unpleasant karmic responses from life. You put that kind of energy out, it's going to come back in some way at some point. If who you're being is that malice is the way to go, then you kind of come into a world of malice. And suddenly you've got a world populated by malicious people. Compassion knows that person who is malicious is hurting, needs help, needs understanding, needs direction. And, it's just, if I look at myself, when I've been malicious, it's not pretty. It's really not pretty. And sometimes on the internet, you get people being malicious, flaming on the internet. It's not a good feeling. It doesn't even really matter what they're saying, even if their points are valid. If it's coming from that place of maliciousness, then it's bad, it's wrong. Maliciousness, malice, luckily, most people aren't actually that way too much of the time. And nearly always it's a response to something that's happened. The thing with malice is it has unforeseen consequences. So you think, right, I'll do that to this person, and you do it, but then the way it actually works out, you didn't take into account that. Whenever we leave the heart, whenever we surrender to mind in the sense of the shadow, no good comes of it. Malice pursued for a lifetime will kill you. Eventually, that energy sets off your cells and they start rebelling. Malicious cells take root, and the next thing you know, you've got cancer. A virulent, malicious cancer. But there's another way to go. When we feel bad, it's much better to communicate and to recognize that What is feeling bad? What is that? That conversation in your head, spewing that hate, is that really you? Is that what you choose? Is anything benefiting from it? Does it relieve anything? Does it change anything? There's no malice in the heart.